Well, hello, visionaries. It's Anahata. How are you? Today's garment for your vision is something that we don't often think about, but I want you to try on quite literally. And that is the fact that you can pull your garment from the field, the quantum field, the realm of potential. And this is not going to happen if you're weaving disempowering thoughts, because it also works the other way, right? If you wake up and you're feeling let down, not good enough, like you failed, like things are a struggle, and you're disempowering yourself through those thoughts, that's actually what you're weaving into your garment, what you're wearing for the day, who you are being. And then people will show up in the ways that you expect them to. So the key, again, we've been talking about it, is to expose through consciousness the thoughts you're thinking. Are they disempowering? What thoughts would you rather think? And then simply shift. And today I encourage you all to use a code to shift, but also we're going to get into some helpful tools. The first one being is writing down how you want your day to go, visioning that. They say that there's only about 2% of the US that actually writes down their goals. This can be short term and long term, but that the 2% that actually write them down, they have an 80% chance of actually attaining their goals, as opposed to the people who never even write them down. So it's extremely powerful. And I would suggest you doing this with a pen and paper or a pencil and paper, not just typing, right? You really want to feel into the vibration of the words and broadcasting that reality out from the words. And that way, the things that you need will find you through that intention. So if you could do that every day this week, we could next week meet and you would be like amazed at all the synchronizations that are happening in your life. So I do encourage you, for today's homework, if you so choose to partake, is to write down your goals, okay? A few of them, it doesn't have to be all of them, just a few specific goals. And then what I want you to do is write down in the next column, why? Why do you want that, right? So if it's a thriving bliss biz you want as a visionary, why? Why do you want that? Well, for me, it's because I can work when I want, from where I want, for whom I want, and for people who love it. So it's freedom. That's my why, freedom. To not be bound by any sort of schedule, to be enjoying. There's the cutest little egret, I believe, actually hornbill, I don't know what they're called, but the baby of the bunch. He's just precious. He's right now outside with my plumeria bush. I took a photo of him earlier. I'll post it. And his flock is like, come on. He's just going here, there, and everywhere. And they're sort of like in a group, but he's very curious, but he's tiny compared to the other ones. Anyway, there's got to be some medicine in the totem of that type of bird. And I believe it's an egret. I don't know. We'll have to look it up. But anyway, it didn't show up through randomness. It showed up through resonance. So we'll definitely want to pay attention to that. And so writing down your goals, getting good at the why, defining the why, but really why, and then feeling that way. So you're writing a new script for yourself. You're feeling into the wish fulfilled. And what will happen is your garment will become you. It will come to you through the ether of potential. So, and I would do it as if it is so. So today I am fill in the blank, productive, whatever it is that you want to feel for the day that would align you with your goal. And that's going to fire and wire in your actual neurons, the pathways. And what happens is that tapestry weaves your body. Your body is your subconscious mind. So it's going to act on default. It's a servo mechanism. It's like this heat-seeking missile. Once you define the goal and you take one step towards it, then you let go. The how is gone and it comes to you. And so you're firing and wiring this new tapestry together. And the synchronizations that occur to you related to your goals for this week are going to astonish you. And so just realize that the garment you wear is woven through the thoughts and emotions that you have. And so are they disempowering or productive? And that's what you're going to receive. And then practice the feeling, right? I know some of you have been going daily and saying it's amazing on the Playing the Wish Fulfilled. If you haven't seen that yet, go to my YouTube and search for Playing the Wish Fulfilled. Actually, you'll have to search for, I believe that's what it's called. Right now it's the Year of the Rabbit, but I'm going to change the title so that it's timeless. So I'll call it Playing the Wish Fulfilled. And then the more you practice doing this, defining your goals, defining why, and feeling into that as if it is so, and training your brain to think those thoughts, you're going to cause an effect in your life, right? You're going to be the cause of that effect through your magnetism. And so you should definitely strive to create from wholeness, right? This is why heart breath is so important, and in training your heart with your brain, and so that you're on the same cohesive bandwidth. I suggest doing a breath exercise where you breathe in for 5, out for 5, and you repeat it 6 times. And just slow down and relax, as we've been talking about. So it's almost like you need to disconnect in order to connect. Disconnect from the old you in order to connect in beyond you, and out of your identity into limitlessness, which already has and is experiencing anything you can vision. And so that is going to take some stirring up. There's going to be things that need to be alchemized. This is going to be change. This is your old self and the stuff you used to magnetize, your old garments being upgraded with new patterns. This is going to be a new self. And so there's going to be a liberation process, letting go of the old things. And of course, consciousness does that for you. But the most important thing is to decide. And so I'll leave you with that today. Decide what your vision is, write it down, stop thinking in the past, feel and think into the future in the now, be present, and that garment will be woven. You have to trust that it will. Now, as homework, besides writing down your goals, your feelings, and getting into that feeling and the why, is pull a code. Is there an assisting frequency that's going to align you the most with your goals? And then go find it and share in the group, what is the code you pulled? Now, if you've never pulled a code, simply go into your heart space and envision your goal, and then allow a number to arise between 8 and 233. Post it in the group and we'll tell you what the range is. And if you already have a book and you already know how to pull a code, just go ahead and do that. And then that will become default, right? So your body is your unconscious mind. And if you can coordinate and update those fabrics, that fabric, your external world will change in response to that vibration. All right, guys, much love to you and yours. Weave your garment from the field. Until next time, love you all. Bye for now.